You know?
I'm interested to ask, because when Kips comes down, I'm actually interested to ask why they keep picking Mirana. Because Mirana to me is that it's like the give up hero to me. Like, let's just pick Limp wants Mirana or something. Like, Chessie wants Mirana. It's the brother. Even Yawar and Sumail, you see him get like last pick to Mirana. You're just like,
she's like
why?
the juggernaut of semi-carries. Like, I can't think of something better, so I pick Mirana. There's never a game where you're like, this is the perfect Mirana game.
It always feels like it's the player who calls for the hero, not like the captain who's like, oh, let's pick Mirana this game.
Salvo Mars.
Got your Mars AA team fight now, which is nice.
I mean, yesterday when they played the Limp Mirana, they did the Miracle Naga. Is that something you could see them sliding in here, or is their final pick for Cole? They do like it.
They do.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna look. You definitely have to just wait and see what Beast Coast picks for the next two.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of offlaners that are pretty solid against this, like Mars Mirana side laners. I'm just curious which one they'll go with. I don't think they'll go with like the bristleback type hero.
I thought you don't think Bristle?
It's just against AA is like traditionally is the counter to those immobile frontliners because you can actually supply the burst to kill them, and most of them buy regen items that sustain them throughout the fight.
True. But I was like looking even in the last game, right? I was like, oh, Necro versus Bristle. They picked Bristle into Necro, and then he gets a hood, right, and it just does nothing kind of thing.
Yeah, old Necro used to be way better. Yeah. The old Necro was 10 times better.
So do you want more of a team fighty one than like an Earth Spirit? Just I'm gonna sit in here, and what are you gonna do about it? Or
yeah, I mean you can either do that or you can go with like a Batrider here. You're against Nyx, but I think you can't not pick heroes just because of one hero on the opponent team.
Enchant. Damn.
Yeah.
I was like,
I like the Batrider pick. It's like even though you have Nyx, they've already revealed. Even Nyx in the early game, they revealed 4 heroes that are vulnerable to Batrider. Yeah. So suddenly that makes a lot of space for the Sven. You can just pretty much pick and choose whatever lane you want to be impactful in as the Batrider, like in the mid game. Wherever you want to go, it should be good. And now you're forcing Complexity to respond. Comes to mind, they'll probably ban Slark because it's the best against Batrider as well as Sven. I think that's going to be their ban. You have these like Jugs and Lifestealers that are also good against Bat, but they're not also good against Sven. I feel like, my prediction is that Beast Coast is going to ban Slark and then Complexity is going to last pick Void. That's what I'm going to...
Last pick Void? Nah. Yeah. I will be heavily impressed if they do that.
Out of all the heroes that are good against Bat in lane that synergize with their lineup, I think it's Void.
Okay.
I could see Naga being picked or banned. Like, either banned by Beast Coast or picked by Call. Like, even though they've got the Sven, it's still just this annoying playstyle where all these lanes are being pushed out. And
yeah, I think that's most likely.
The synergy with Naga, like, you've got Nyx Stun to fall up to sleep, you've got the Mirana Arrow, you've got some good team fight around the song.
Yeah, maybe they will just ban Naga because of the player in the game. Not necessarily because it's the perfect pick.
Because I feel the Sven and Naga timings are actually very similar now, right? It's like Diffusal, Manta, Naga, and Sven gets what is like Phase Boots, Midas, Echo Saber, like BKB. And they usually get them around the same time, and I feel like isn't that usually bad for Naga? I feel like Sven wins that timing.
Yeah,
but I agree.
They might like just Naga
but it's Miracle, right? It is just him. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
His hero, so like if somebody's gonna make it work, it will be him.
Gods, you look great as Enchantress, by the way.
Thanks, Grant. You look great, regardless.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you? If you guys did have if you had to permanently look like a hero, Owen, what would you want to look like for the rest of your life?
I thought who is the best looking guy?
Kunkka?
Yeah, Kunkka wouldn't be bad. Yeah, Kunkka's probably a good call.
But if we had to like be a realistic one, like
what do you mean realistic?
Like Bristleback or
like what?
Pudge or
well, I
mean, it has to look a little like you,
I
know.
Yeah, show Pudge.
Yeah,
okay. I'll get all the ladies with that.
Yeah.
Hook them in.
Yep.
Eat them.
Rot all over.
Yikes.
Oh, that's a Shadow Fiend, by the way. We saw Beast Coast pick this one yesterday, and it did not go well for him.
I don't like it.
I just don't like Shadow Fiend. Yeah, I agree. I just don't like it as a hero ever. But
he's just too squishy.
But it's one of those every middle player, this hero's great. No one else, the other 4 players in the game hate it. This guy, well, I'm the mid player, I should know. And you can't really say, well, I guess you're right. You are the mid player, yeah. I do like it's a little more team fight, I guess. It's just odd. They don't have much mobility on Beast Coast. You have the Bat and the Earth Spirit.
I still think, surely Nagasaran is just... It's what they're picking, right? You get on each song, you get on top of this SF, and he's dead. She said lots of combos.
It's that or Slark. I don't know if Miracle likes playing Slark though. It is like a real I would want to play Slark here. It's like a pretty slow paced game. You're good against all 4 of the first 4, and like you don't you're neutral against SF. Like that matchup kind of goes either way.
Well, they're using all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just going to chop out like a carry bristleback or
Would
something.
you go more global? Can you run a Spectre, something heavy?
I think you'll struggle in lanes.
That'd be
if you
way
don't
too slow, too, I think.
What?
A
so
Into
TA and
Batrider.
a carry Mirana and mid TA, you would imagine.
Time to go side lane SF, boys. No, I feel like
Alright.
you just leave Batrider in the side lane.
So, right, you're picking this, what, because, what, the SF just can't lane against this, or what?
You can, though. It's all
It
like
can,
you-
you don't
you're not
deny
gonna
on
win the
refraction
lane.
anymore.
But-
Your denying is not nearly as good as it used to be.
So Rio can still have, he can still have a good time mid.
I'm not 100% updated on like TA matchups. I know TA used to hard counter SF, but that refraction nerf like crushed TA. Like that was a horrible.
It was a lot like Kunkka. Like he just loses lanes he
The
shouldn't
thing about
anymore.
TA though is Kunkka benefited because he just got extra deny damage. TA got last hit damage because the side blade spills from your denies to last hits, and then it also was harassed because you would deny creeps and like purposely angle to harass people. So you lost way more on TA than you did on Kunkka when that nerf came out.
Hey, Kips, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Mirana. Why are
Yeah.
you guys picking it?
We can put it basically anywhere. We can place it on, play it on basically anyone, and then also the amount of sentries that you need to buy, especially with this lineup, is really going to cripple their support economy.
Okay.
So.
Is there like? Do you ever see Mirana win though? That's the question. I really don't see it win that often.
Beastcoast with Mirana and Nyx yesterday.
That's
there
true.
you go.
There you go.
So you're just doing it again,
Yeah.
hitting him with it.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Let's
mean,
see.
I didn't see any reason not to.
Yeah,
There you
limited,
go.
limited
If it worked
number of
before.
centuries is actually a big deal nowadays.
So let's see if they give me a reason to not do it a third time.
There you
Deal.
go.
We'll see.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Kips.
we might
I
have
like
this
that
again in the
attitude.
draft, yeah. Well, thank you very much,
Nah.
Kips, of course, from Cole.
I like the idea that it is punishable. These supports don't have any GPM talents until later. I know CM's is 15. I think our Spirits is like 20. Maybe it's at level 15. Something I've heard like some professional level support
20.
players actually talk about a lot, where if you need to buy detection as supports, that the GPM talents come into play. Like you don't pick heavy detection lineups if they just have a Grim with level 10 90 GPM, because he'll just be able to afford sentries.
Yeah, whenever he wants.
But I think they're going to struggle against this Batrider. They have no hero in the game that can deal with Batrider. Mirana's turn rate, TA's turn rate, all of that stuff is really bad. So
They do have the Nyx, though. Right,
but like
in terms of between that and the AA, is that not good enough?
you have to get past like the first 12 minutes.
Look
Sure.
at this.
They've
They are
seen Mirana.
hiding.
Ooh, that was
Dude, there's a
interesting.
lot of heroes here.
Yeah. They didn't want to go for Mirana because of the leaves, but they're going to find AA now instead.
Oh, I thought he was going to stun the roll.
Give it to the SF.
I was going to say, can they give it to the SF?
it-
They tried it yesterday.
Give
They
it to
tried
the
it
SF.
yesterday.
Give it to the SF.
They're going to this
Yeah.
time.
There we go.
That's a huge deal.
12 souls to start that lane.
Because they did this yesterday, and IX Mike, he didn't steal the kill because the guy just ran away because the SF was doing like 5 damage a hit, and they had to.
It was a melee hero with a stout shield.
That's big. The souls here, and you already talked about the side blades being much weaker. Like the SF
So
already
that
has
is-
a way better lane.
I was going to say, that lane now is,
Much
Yeah,
better.
he hits for more damage than TA. So
They set that up so well. Like they see this Mirana and just ignore her. They're like waiting to get the easy free kill. Nicely done.
the Mirana cosmetics are pretty good though.
Yeah,
That's
you need the
That
bunny mount.
That one's worth like the mount
That-
is worth like $80.
I think you're right. Yeah, it's about, yeah,
and
that
then
one is.
the
that one is, yeah.
facial piece I know is worth a pretty decent amount.
I do like
too.
the
Is it? Is that one a
facial
rare one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a gift. Who was it a gift from? What was the message? Hope you get my 1 out of 10 Mirana skill. Well, let's hope they're
Well,
better than
let's
1 out of
hope
10. We'll see if it's 1 out of 10 Mirana skills at the end. But I'm sure Miracle will be able to do a little better than that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they have a plan to like slow down Batrider, because, like I said, I'm pretty sure if Batrider, like Brax is the type of player that really likes to snowball momentum in the early game and be able to play super aggressive. So if he can get like those early bots and just run around the map, I think.
I think he
Batrider
will
can
die
take over this
early,
game.
but I don't
You
think
think
it'll
so?
matter. I think Bat will die early, but he'll just run back to the lane and keep pressuring. I think
Okay.
it's who was saying it? It was either Febby talked about how Zai did it, and I know Brax said he tries to do the same thing. So even if you die, you just go right back to the lane and keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, force him to. Like the war of attrition in the lanes on a hero like Bat is really annoying.
And Brax has been dying quite a bit in this tournament. Actually, he's been dying a lot more than before. So
He's well trained in this
yes,
strat.
he is.
Okay.
He's been learning from Mike.
6 denies on SF mid, by the way.
That's the power of getting that first blood.
Yeah, I feel like you still shouldn't have that many denies. That's crazy.
That's a lot. Is he gonna raise it? No. Dang, he baited it. I like it. You know you're not going to get it at all, so.
Yeah, Royo is really hard to lane against mid. He does a lot of little cheeky stuff like that.
Dude, honestly, I mean, besides Sumail, I would say these are the two best mid laners in NA, probably.
Yeah. Well, in terms of the laning.
Yeah, for sure. I think Limp and Royo are definitely 2-3.
Is good.
I think he's a very good laner, but I think he's better in general in the game.
I think CCNC's mid game is by far better than anyone else other than like if you you're obviously not counting Sumail. Anyone else other than Sumail and NA, CCNC's like way better at mid game decision making. It's pretty nuts to hear his like thought process when he's like on stream or when he's talking in games.
No, I agree. I don't think his part of the game where he excels is necessarily the laning stage.
But he's gotten way better at it though. He used to feel like on Optic he was kind of a liability in the laning stage.
Oh, for sure.
But nowadays, like it's been a while since I saw him like lose a lane. Like I mean, he doesn't necessarily always win, but he doesn't lose.
And we talked about that. I mean, if there's one thing NA mid laners are good at, it's laning, and that's the problem because that's all they do. You want to like CC and Seal just be like Ritsu, let's play first to 5 minutes, let's see who wins it. And they don't do anything else but that.
Yep.
Ooh, scoop up the invis. Could think about going middle. Still only level 1 though. What about logo wise? Who are you guys taking? Do you like the new Cole logo, or are you guys the Beast Coast kind of guys?
I do. Like, initially, when it came out, I was a bit like, whoa. You know, the old one was nice. There was some sort of warmth about it, but I like the stars.
What, the new Cole one?
Yeah, the new Cole one.
Am I allowed to say I don't like it?
You don't?
Like, obligated?
I mean, we don't care, bro.
I do not like Cole's new one. I don't. Okay. I love the red and black was way better, and it synergized.
But now you see the new one, the old one does feel a bit dated, right?
This looks polished, professional, fresh. They got the merch to go with it, you know, like their whole tracky pants. It all looks good, man.
What's going on with the bottom left of the star? Why is that part cut open?
Because that's what the Cowboys do.
Yeah, okay. Yeehaw, boys! Cut that star!
That was perfectly done.
The cowboy, I got you.
I think that's how it started.
That's how we got to cut it open.
That was the discussion in the boardroom.
That was it. Stamp it.
Yeah, there was definitely like the nostalgia factor for the other complexity logo.
Well, it's weird because this one was also pretty new. I mean, the now old one, right? Because I thought they just revamped it even 2 years ago.
I think it was about
they got this
it
one.
it was around the Shanghai Major. Yeah. Whenever that was, I'm pretty sure when they revamped it. On the old one.
While we're paused, let's talk about Beast Coast. I believe. Is it their mascot? Crest.
Crest.
My boy Crest.
Well, what kind of animal is he?
Let me look it up again.
There's that whole diagram, isn't there?
Yeah, he has a lore. Yeah, me and Slacks looked it up at one of the majors. And
he's a platypus, right?
It's something like that. Whatever. Yeah. Crest.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He doesn't.
Wait,
Chris doesn't like
totally
labels. You know, he doesn't want to be labeled as any one specific animal.
I know he does like using simple tools. I remember that.
Simple tools.
That's one of his things. He just loves using simple tools.
Yeah, I don't like to judge things by their species. You know?
Yeah. There he is. He's cute.
Is it actually a platypus?
What would you consider that? That's that one in the middle. That's what it is.
Yeah, this is like surfing Pikachu, isn't it?
Here, you can.
That's some Pokemon.
It's that middle one in the picture thing. The surfing one.
Surfing Pikachu.
Oh, okay. Platypus actually kind of does look like that. Okay.
I think it is. I thought of the diagram that they tweeted. They tweeted some picture that described it all.
Oh, wow.
I think it said it was.
Have you seen it? Or?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like
Pikachu.
It looks like a Pikachu platypus. That's what it looks like.
Dude, I don't know. At first, I honestly, because I'm one of those, I'm like, why? And then the more and more, I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Why not?
I kind of like a mask. Exactly.
You
like,
do,
you
guys.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many esports teams out there. If they show up to LAN events and they have
a big fluffy
someone
mascot,
in their team who's just sitting in the crowd dressed with a mascot, they're going to be remembered.
Exactly.
There's some small-ass team. Like, no offense, Beast Coast. There's bigger esports orgs out there. It's great what you guys are doing, but you got to do weird shit to stand out sometimes. I like it.
Yeah. We do have a quick mouse issue here. So how is it going on? How is Brax doing? Brax currently 9-4, the lowest of the cores, but not bad. I mean, Bat Rider, he struggles a little bit early.
Yeah, as long as he's getting levels, that's the key thing.
What's the Rio build on SF? I remember some pros saying at the moment, if you're not sort of going Yules early, you're doing it wrong. Is he going to go Yules after Treads? Is that the play at the moment?
I think it's Yules.
If he's going Treads, he will. Some of the middles still like going Guardian Greaves, but if you go Treads, you always go Yules.
I would love to see like a Yules Manta. I think that's like a Ryoya build. It's like a weird game to say, or weird hero to be like, I want a Manta, but really good against TA, single target, the traps, and then Mars, surprisingly super bad against Manta. You like if a Mars blinks on you, you just Manta and it impales one of your illusions instead of you. So it's pretty nice.
Could there be a case for just going yours BKB though this game?
Yeah, I think there's a BKB somewhere in there. You're playing against.
But it's Ryoya though.
Nick's
Yeah.
He likes to put it off.
I've seen him delay BKBs more than any other mid laner.
He likes to have a really bad 20 to 25 minute death, and then right after he does it, like the enemy team's jungle, he'll queue it up. Exactly. He actually does every time. Dude, but he's been having a great tournament, so let's see if he continues. It would sting, right? You're like the third best team, and you could just go out to the worst team right here. It's just one good day. That's all it takes.
I think you're just you're enabling Sven this game on SF, so I wouldn't mind if he goes Manta and BKB. If he wants to go BKB then Manta, I think that's fine. It's just Manta gets a cold feed. It allows you to delay your BKB a lot in fights. A lot of things that you would otherwise have to BKB off, you can just Manta off. Which is a feels good way to buy a Manta in this patch at least.
You said he was going to buff his team up. I've seen it. CCNC did it once. He did Solar Crest SF.
No,
sounds dope.
Oh. I mean, everyone's raving around the item.
Yeah.
Solar Crest is busted. It's actually too good.
Well, you see guaranteed nerf before TI?
I don't know about before TI, but
I think so.
If it's not before TI, it's going to be immediately after because
it's just going to be every
I've
game.
been seeing Bat Riders build Solar Crest.
Yeah, that's what Moo was doing that here, I think, wasn't he? He would get
the idea is if one carry has 10% movement speed, 12 armor, and 80 attack speed, and the other guy doesn't, I
wonder who's going to win that one,
you just have to build it. Which is, I don't like that design of an item where it's too good to.
Like the old Vlads, the old Aquila.
The way that they nerfed Vlads was really good because they nerfed the regen aspect of it, which means you actually have to be a hero that right clicks to make use of it.
Hey, there you go.
Brax was down bottom, trying to dive Tavo. Probably just got carapaced into
a spear. Yeah. Well. Okay. Does have a rotation. Moo's actually TP's up here. He's going to look for 3-4-3, and that will be looks like a kill. A couple more right clicks here or there. Yeah. But now Marana, doesn't get the double star storm on Mike, but now leaps forward. He should get Mike, but he's going to die. Maybe not. He has one more leap, and he will. Nice juke there.
Very nice. Miracle.
But he did just use all 3 leaps for a kill there on a Crystal Maiden.
Too.
Yeah, that's a long cooldown.
It's not nearly as bad as it used to be, but it's not good.
Oh.
He thought about it too. He started. He's like, "Can I?"
Yeah, he did have another. He has the stones.
If he was level 3, I bet he goes for it.
Yeah.
That's only Brax. At least he did get level 4. That's the thing, right? Now Moose is out of the lane. Bat Rider got his levels. He's not the most farm, but he's gonna get a rune.
Yeah, he's it over.
Let's see if he dodges the stun.
Should have the stun.
He might die for those. The thing, because that's a lot of
stickies.
Okay,
that was a good play.
And now, he might die. You're right.
He's chasing him,
They got stun in a spear.
He's going to need the Tavo to save him.
Yeah, he can spear him back.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to juke
and juked himself. Yeah.
Oh, he's still keeping the stacks going though. Yeah.
The impale is super awkward to turn around on.
He's got Carapace in 2 seconds.
He's dead.
Ooh,
so much damage.
Right as the Firefly wears off.
And now he's going to be able to get level 5 before Nyx is even back. He's happy. Yep. And this is the thing, this team, it is weird because I feel Beast. Go on.
I was going to say, just have a look at that mid lane again.
Is it bad? Yeah. It's looking rough. Dude, this is crazy because, right, Limp, see ya, 3-4-3. Dude, he's having a rough one now. It feels like every lane's kind of going in favor of Beast Coast, even though bottom lane is farming. The bat is getting levels.
I mean, mid lane's just not fair. Next patch before TI, SF no longer gets bonus damage on denies.
Dang.
Come on.
Dude, if they did that.
SF, what is this?
SF would actually just be dead forever.
Be deader than dead.
Yeah. The T8 nerf was actually too much. I was really unhappy when they did that.
Double Star Storm. Leo just gets bodied. He did not realize the magic damage was going to be that much. And you got a Crystal Maiden. This hero casts 2 spells and is out of mana and doesn't do anything else. That was really aggressive.
I'm pretty sure TA will be picked maximum twice at TI.
She's that bad.
That's just because Navi's in it. I saw a game where it was, okay, I'll let this kill happen. We see Nyx get got up, but the turnaround Ravage from Z Freak, he goes down, and the Starstorm does hit Sven and the Earth Spirit who goes down. This is a brawl bath on the top lane.
Miracle did get the kill, but...
Is Alex Mike going to go down? No, he got out of it.
Oh, they might turn it on a kill. He tanked a lot of tower hits when he went for the Earth Spirit kill.
Oh no.
Oh, Mike's gonna die to the creeps.
Okay, I saw Na'Vi in the qualifiers have 10th pick, and the other team 9th picked Lina, and it was a good TA game, and they spent all reserve time and decided to finally pick TA, and that's magical. Like who has
he
like
loves.
He has like
Yeah,
level 20
Maybe
Dota
they
plus
were like
TA.
trying to figure out, their lanes or something.
I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
they were definitely not. I've seen them like snap pick TA. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like TA, it just hurt her way too much. Like, obviously SF got the 24 damage at the start, so that made a huge difference here. But I actually don't think TA would have won the lane anyways. Like, maybe she would have like gone more even.
Would have done a lot better, yeah. But still, I agree. I think it goes more even. Then they just both fall back to the jungle eventually.
And TA is like not like Kunkka in the sense that like when you nerf Kunkka's laning stages, the hero has like utility team fights. Like TA is purely snowball momentum based, and by nerfing that aspect of her, you're nerfing the whole hero.
You can still hit that like Deso blink timing and snowball the game as TA though. Like I feel like it's harder because you don't have that same advantage as you used to over the mid though.
Yeah,
Nice
it's like
kick.
now it's like one mistake and you lose the lane.
Deny it.
Nice.
Yes, the denied ward. Brax will go down.
That's kind of whatever though. Like Brax is gonna keep.
That's what I mean. He doesn't
causing
care.
this to happen.
It's
Yeah.
almost
He really
best
doesn't.
travels.
Now you got to be careful here. This could be a kill in
This
the
is
Sven.
bad. If like Brax dying is supposed to prevent this stuff from happening.
He's gonna try to save him. I don't think that's enough though with the TP coming in.
I've had this happen on Leo or on Sven too many times. You can't hit tower on Sven. Period.
Oh. Ah, they're still getting him. They didn't need that stuff.
That was a zoning stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some bad deaths. Yeah, you just lost 3 heroes in a row.
Sven can't hit towers like prior to 10 minutes unless the enemy team's like TP to something. Like unless you see the opponent team rotate 3 heroes like somewhere else. I've learned that lesson probably 5 times myself, and it's just the same every game on Sven.
See up top, Leo.
Hello.
Popping the God Strength.
Spear.
We'll be able to dodge both of those stun attempts. The Z-Freak slowed down. The rest of them will be able to get out.
It's like a weird. I mean, it's 19 kills in 9 minutes. It's very weird. They're all just 5 kills right at once, and it's like 2 minutes with none, and then 5 kills again.
Well, TA still does this.
Uh-oh. Until you see these heroes coming. Oh, steal it.
We'll steal it.
You got one. But look at this Z-Freaks here. Yeah, you got to be careful. That trap. Uh-oh. He's pretty tanky right now. And here's Brags. Yeah, they might have overextended on Radiant, actually.
Yeah, they're just going to
Nice
straight up lasso him.
They have the boots to travel Batrider.
And there we have it. Another kill for Rio.
He's going to be everywhere. That's the problem I have with Complexity's draft. No matter how bad Batrider start is, as long as it's not atrocious, he can do this, and he's going to show up to every fight. Every core struggles. Like TA, you talked about TA's timing. Like, she's against a Batrider, so I don't feel like there's ever going to be that timing. She needs BKB to be able to fight.
And the problem is, like, outside of, right, it was the Nyx and TA who were there. Who's going to TP in to help those two, right? Like, an AA doesn't just TP in and, oh, I'm going to turn around this fight with you guys. Like, they kind of dicked around too long, and then Brax just showed up with his boots at travel, and you're like, well, we lose.
So you pick Batrider 4th, and you look at the opponent team, and somebody gets lassoed, what happens? They're going to die. Like, everyone's going to die, and then you just last pick TA. I don't think this is...
You just wanted a save.
It's just too hard to play Dota this way. Like, you needed a hero that can either, like, frontline reliably and not get lassoed, or a save. And you didn't pick either. We'll see. Like, obviously it's a pretty even game. I just look at this game being much easier to play. Oh, nice career snipe. Nice career snipe.
And you always have to be ready for that when you're against a Nyx. I'm surprised they already don't have a sentry in their own jungle if Sven's going to be farming there.
Yeah, until AA6. Oh, he does have 6. Okay, he just got it.
got
Probably
Only just got it.
Okay. Because the AA6 makes it so the Nyx is way more scary, like God's mentioned in the draft.
How do you guys feel about the 2 tomes now that we've had time to, let it settle in? Are you fans of it?
I don't like it as a core player, but I think it's good for the game.
Why?
Because then I'm dealing with 2 level 6 supports.
Well, I mean, why do you think it's good for the game?
I just think like having more ability to do stuff in the game in general, and like it's also kind of a comeback mechanic, which I think was needed.
Because if you already have level 6 on your supports, having this double tome doesn't have that big of an impact. But those games where you have a really rough laning stage, it gives you some comeback plays.
I also have supports that are masterful at being like level 2 at 9 minutes in my pubs, so I appreciate that they can double their XP gain for the game.
It's always good.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna take this tower, Beast Coast, and they just play they play the exact same way every single game.
Oh,
Tough to stop. They are. A-Blast did come in a little early though.
I wanted to have 3 TPs coming in. Looks like one of them was cancelled.
Well,
Yo, whoa, yeah. What are you doing farming that small camp, dog? Yikes. He makes it up the hill though.
Arrow?
Oh, he walked into it. The prediction
no.
from Miracle that he'd step forward.
That he would walk into it.
Wow.
Why is Leo participating? I guess because they're trying to make space for SF while he hits neutrals.
Yeah, he just got
He's got his Yules
He's
down.
got his Yules.
But the courier is dead.
Yes.
I was just curious because like Sven with the Midas at this stage in the game usually does not do stuff. You know?
I think he would have why did he stop to hit the small camp? He saw the 4 TBs coming. He's like, you know what? I'm going to farm this 40 gold. And then he let it live, and then he died.
Was it the 5 creep camp, you know? The one with like...
It was the healer. It was the little healing
the
troll.
The 5 creep camp, that's a teaser, you know? Like, that one's so nice.
Because you like 2-shot it. Yeah, you're like, I have to.
And it's 5 CS on the charts.
Yeah, I look good. Now this Nyx, he is going to give tons of vision. They actually, I mean... Kips is right. Like, this Nyx is going to have so much free time if they don't have sentries put up everywhere now because he's such a high level.
Oh, it's indeed. Gets Brax on the TP in and buy him with the God's Rebuke. That's Brax dead. Ix Mike backs away. I'll put the Moonlight Shadow. Rio's come in. And Cole will remain hidden. Miracle TP's up towards top. Wants to stay away from this.
I feel like Beast Coast's like late game team fighting coordination is really good. I feel like their mid games are really, really rough. I don't know what not refined. It feels very strange, like very awkward situations. I see them like 3-man jungling sometimes, and I see them like pushing tier 1s with a Sven at 11 minutes. That just seems really strange. But like later on, they clean it up, which is usually the opposite. Usually the game becomes harder to do that kind of stuff properly, which is just strange. Maybe they're like they make good use of items type of team. I don't know.
I mean, what's 1K lead overall? Can we switch over to net worth, see what we're standing at? And I mean, they're across the board. Cole, all 3 cores are getting the farm. Brax is the only core at the moment really slipping behind.
Yeah, you kind of expect it to bat a little. I'd say this game's just almost pretty much dead even to this point. Besides that Sven death, so I'd say it's like 51-49 Cole. I see it agrees with me.
51-49.
80? Exactly. Why is it 80-20?
80.
It said 80% 20.
80%? To Cole.
To Cole.
80% Cole.
It said
80% Cole.
Plus.
Wait,
81-19.
81 is
after
increasing.
They take a tower. After the enemy team takes a tower, they gain advantage.
Wait, they're up by 1K with Mirana TA cores, and Dota Plus gives them...
Yes.
Dude, Dota Plus
80%?
knows something about Mirana.
And people wonder why I don't spend my $5 a month on it. But I love the compendium, so I'm still good for it. I'm still good for money game.
What calculations is it using to get to that?
It's using
that's
like,
strange.
I imagine it's using like how the hero lineups and composition work in pub games or something. So
Yeah, it has to be something like that.
So obviously this kind of draft that Cole has worked.
Make sure he doesn't get away. Nice slow.
It's just like if you have like a Spectre or like a Slark or some hard carry.
Hard, yeah. You automatically go way up.
Yeah,
but you got a Mirana.
Yeah, Mirana TA. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying they're like losing.
No.
I just don't feel like they're
80-20 is a lot.
80-20.
There's the deaths on limp.
Maybe that's the game saying if your #1 net worth is SF, that's not a good thing.
Yeah. And now Sven's in second already, so.
Checking Roche with Bat real quick.
I like how Brax has the Fnatic team logo as his TP.
Oh, that's nice.
He's dead for sure.
He is incredibly dead.
He's going to get the wave pushed out, it looks like.
Why would you Mars Arena against Bat Firefly?
I mean, that arena did absolutely nothing.
It doesn't do anything even if you impale him. Like, you'll actually shoot Bat Rider out of the ult.
Oh my, is he actually just going to die to like a trap and one hit?
Yep.
Yep.
Rough times.
Poor old Mike.
And they're going, I like this, so this is smart. You wish you had the arena right now, though, to defend this, but I think you can they take this quick enough?
I should be the Deso, right?
Yeah, they do have a yeah, okay, they're good. They should be able to. They have traps around it, too, so it's really hard for Beast Coast to invade.
Yeah. And yep, here's...
This is the 80%.
I guess, yeah, this is, the 80-20. Gabe and you.
So Miracle
Dude,
is
it's still slow taking it. Like, it's only a Deso. Like, they're showing up now. And they know they're in there, but it will get taken.
The traps are a big deal. They have no sentries around the area on Beast Coast.
I mean, if it was 80-20 before, what is it now that they've got the Aegis?
83. Oh,
Oh,
close.
82.
82. Still, it's definitely surprisingly hard.
Yeah, maybe Mirana carry is better than we're giving it credit for. Like,
I mean, if it wins this game, and then as Kip said, if it wins the next game, if they pick it again, you know what? I'll hop on the bandwagon.
Yeah, it's just weird to me because I feel like Sven should have just been hitting neutrals the whole time. And if they're picking SF and saying like Sven, go make space for your SF, then I feel like you shouldn't pick SF with Sven. That's like how I would look at it.
Yeah.
I feel like Sven kind of takes first priority to any other hero in the game to hit neutrals.
Ooh, did the dust hit?
No, it didn't. Z-Freak able to keep himself out of range.
That's a lot of gold down. One dust popped.
Oh, and again, Z-Freak got the courier. Second time this game.
I think that had the bat blink on it.
No, it had nothing on it.
Oh, it didn't? Okay.
It had the blink, but he got it.
Okay.
And then because it's nighttime, he didn't even see him.
Yeah, bat's probably going to have to go BKB.
They're just pulling Beast Coast around the map.
Yeah, they're playing really well.
I think Beast Coast is playing around this TA terribly. Like, they're letting all these traps just own them.
They've got Leo caught in the arena. He has got the backup of the two, but a nice stun for Z-Freak lays down the two. Then they have the Requiem. Now the God Strength comes out. Jump forward from Miracle, tries to go for the nuke onto the SF, but he uses himself up. He's still dead though, Rio cannot escape. 2 dead, Mars will fall on Colt. But they get the big kills complexity, getting Rio's SF, for the most part, who's been farming away absolutely free. And Leo tries to TP out whilst they're still around. Miracle walks in with an arrow. They get the Sven as well. Limp with the double.
Leo's doing some weird stuff this game.
Yes.
That was just like, walk back to your base first, then TP. Like, that's just really weird.
I mean, why did he stop walking and TP there?
That's what you mean. Like, there's no answer. It's just strictly wrong. Like, when sometimes you'll make a play like that and you'll be like, what did I just do?
Maybe it's like a misclick, like he's accidentally presses TP and he's like, well, I might as well let it go.
He just should have. He got not cocky. He just should have just ran 5 more feet.
Yeah, there's
like
just
greedy.
You're greedy,
like too efficient and just TP soon. You're like, oh, I'm safe, right? No.
It's never worth that extra 5 or 10 seconds as a carry if the risk is potentially dying. It's just never worth it.
Especially because you didn't have a sentry. Like, they probably have a ward there.
Yep. I'm wondering if Mirana should go like Ags this game. I'm not sure. It's just interesting because you have the TA right click.
Well, and it's interesting as well because we were talking to Zach and some of the members of Cole were saying like you cannot play this hero without buying Ags, but Miracle is not buying Ags despite his teammates' opinion on the hero. Pretty sure Zach flat out said that you have to buy Ags to make this hero work, but Miracle he's going against his teammate.
I like the Lincolns first. It makes you literally impossible to kill. Crystal Maiden is really the only one that can reliably break your Lincolns, and she's never going to get in position to do it.
Yeah.
So now until Batrider gets an item or they have Sven Blink, they can't go on you. So usually, like, you look at Lincolns and you say, like, it just blocks a spell, but it actually makes him unkillable if he's positioned correctly, which makes it a good Lincolns rush game.
Yo, BSJ, can you move your mic down? I think you hit it with your hand. Oh,
gosh, darn it. I don't know how I keep doing that.
They're putting down the signs.
That's,
What is that picture of? Is that stream friendly?
Is it me?
Oh,
is that stream friendly?
Dude, it's some anime girl, I think, isn't it?
I think it was Miracle who put it down.
Miracle, come on.
Is Miracle a weep?
He's a weep.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm claiming he is. I don't know if he actually is.
I'm sure he is.
Well, that it. A blast.
Buyback on their Spirit. He has to buy back.
That was an odd dust.
That was not God Strength.
He's got Blink.
I think that IX Mike dusted way in the back and he didn't hit any of the heroes.
Yeah, he didn't get anything.
Okay, IX Mike needs to buy like 17 sentries and
they
then
have
just
to.
kill all these
There aren't
traps.
17
There's only 10,
the
right?
problem.
I'm just saying, like, how are there so many traps on this side of the map and all the fights are happening here? TA traps make fights unplayable.
Arrow.
You can't fight into TA traps like this. It's actually so game losing.
I mean,
look at these traps, like they're owning.
Rio does have a BKB now, so he shouldn't die and he
But he has
pops
to
the
use it,
BKB.
though.
But yeah, he's
Oh, jeez.
it's all falling apart for Beast Coast.
Kill the traps,
This
guys.
should just be racks.
I guess Gaben knew. He said 80-20, and it really is looking like that right now.
I'm never doubting it again.
Yeah, I'll never. Dota Plus.
Here's my fiver.
Yeah, give him the $5.
Here's my Andrew Jackson, or who's on the 5? Is it Lincoln?
It's Lincoln.
It's Lincoln, okay. Dude, that's crazy. He gets to be on the dime and the 5.
You know, it's the penny.
Who's on the dime?
I don't even know the guy's name.
Okay.
Wow.
I should.
Come on, where's this American?
I really should.
Who's on your, what currency do you use? The Bengals or
it's
something?
It's just the Queen, right? Isn't it? I mean,
Which
the
Queen?
Bengals, the pound.
The pound? Oh, I thought Oh, okay.
You know why Grant doesn't know it's on a $5 bill? He's only rolling.
I only use 100s. Yeah, I only stack 100s. I don't know what that chump
He's
stuff
on the
is.
$100.
Is that what I wiped my butt with earlier? I don't know. the panty.
You wipe your butt with a penny.
Yeah.
Oh. that doesn't work.
That's not like sending a message. That just seems impractical.
That's just saving change in the piggy bank.
Yeah.
I am never
Doesn't
taking.
sound sanitary.
Hey, does anyone want to borrow some money?
I am never
Got a
taking a
penny
whiff
to
of your piggy bank.
I'll lend you some. Just let me go use the bathroom.
Give me a sec. Dude, Cole is... I mean, this is their timing, right? It's TA, it's Miranda. They're playing exactly how they should.
What's the Dota Plus at now? I mean, this must be 90. Yeah, 97, yeah.
I mean,
They-
Rax 10K. That's
Beast Coast has not given them reason not to pick Miranda again.
Yeah, I agree. I think you wait for... I feel you can get another... I don't think you go high ground again, right? I think you wait for the second Roche if you're Radiant.
DD, Rune, Sven, they're smoked up.
Okay.
Dude, I'm nervous. I think you wanted to...
I'm shaking. Oh, the sentries are there.
They're
Bad
up
have
there,
detection?
Get ready.
Oh!
They have vision of him now. They have a sentry. He's scared.
They're going to jump. They're going to go for the last dragon back. The rest of Cole's coming across, but Brax
you can't fight.
and the
Once
boys
that
will
picks
get the
happen,
kill.
yeah.
Tavo's dead.
And they wasted an arrow, too. So
See if they can maybe even catch more. Arrow will be dodged. Moves, rolls in.
nice
Seafreak.
push.
Yul's up. Rio's underneath. BKB and the Requiem, but the Yul's dodge. He'll dodge it out. Will still die. They get the two of them. Can they get more? 3-4-3. Trying for the TP out. Whoa!
Wow.
He's out of there.
Could have been worse for Cole. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I think you just wait for that second Roche. There's no reason. You already got a full lane of Rax. Just take over the map. Do what BSJ say. Just get traps everywhere. Just control one part of the map.
I think it's really important that they keep, like, anytime CM walks out here, they need to make Beast Coast invest more resources than supports to deward this area.
Yeah. Just challenge, as you say. If she's there, just challenge her.
Yeah, but now since those kills, the one thing that does allow is Beast Coast to actually step into their own jungle.
Oh.
So maybe they'll be able to contest the next Roche. But TA is #1 net worth. Did she have the BKB on TA?
She did.
Yeah, that's a big deal against
That's
Batrider.
And Cole still have some ward vision there, like that hadn't been dewarded, so they still see most of this enemy jungle.
And they're actually running right at the jungle. This is ours. And you saw, I mean, Z-Freak has his own Yules now on the Nyx Assassins, so they're just fun, right? You take a full lane of Rax at 20 minutes in. You know who's the happiest about that? The supports, because they get all that team gold.
How do they kill Nyx other than Batrider? Like, in fights where it's like an even engagement, how do you kill Nyx?
I guess the SF, like we saw last fight.
Well, I'm saying, like,
BKB.
yeah, he has to like commit his BKB, and then it's like, but if they were actually prepared on complexity with 5 heroes there, you're never killing the Nyx, right?
Yeah. Not really.
That Yules is so good here.
Dude, BKB Crystal Main would be amazing this game, but it's Mike, so he's just not going to get it. I mean, he's 5 versus all these Invis heroes. Like, it would actually be such a big deal. I don't think there's a way you get it,
The item BKB is twice as much as his net worth.
Yeah.
And he can't get any gold. He's so far from his GPM talent still, and he just hit level 10.
Tava's in.
Oh, he hits him to a tree, though.
Yep, they get the arena. The pin. Moose is dead. They'll be able to step over and take a second support.
They know no buyback on the Earth Spirit because he did it for the Rax defense.
And, you know, the fact it's 70 seconds at 20 minutes in, you're like, hey, he's dead for a long time.
Roche is up.
The aggressive use of Moonlight Shadow, right? We always talk about if you're always using it defensively, why even, like, have it? But, you know, aggressive, they just get in there, they get 2 kills, all the shrines. They might fight, though. Okay.
You know, BKB Sven running through some traps.
God. What can you do?
Everything just being spotted out by Cole. Yeah, the vision game very hard for Beast Coast to play with just the amount of information Cole's reading every time they leave their base.
And there goes the shrine. Well, we're at a little bit of lull. So, you know, Grant's movie, I didn't actually watch a movie last night because there was a BattleBots tournament was on. So
official BattleBots.
Yes, the official BattleBots. The Minotaur from Brazil ended up winning it all. No, he didn't. It was actually 2 Brazilians in the finals, and the Minotaur ended up losing. I don't know. BattleBots is just exciting. Just
How
watching.
do you just spoil it like that for everyone?
Well, I think it's from like 2004, but.
Oh, okay. Well, they had it growing up, and then they brought it back like a year or two ago. They had like some remake of it. It was so hype.
It was.
I love that.
Maybe
show.
it was the new one, but I think it wasn't like new that day. But I think it was like a year or two because they had an announcer, and he was hilarious. The announcer guys, like for that game, I don't know, they were just funny.
Well, if I see a Minotaur and if I ever watch BattleBots, then I'm just gonna have to turn it off.
Well, apparently he's been in every single season apparently,
Okay,
so you'll never know.
Never mind.
I always wanted to do a BattleBots summit.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Why don't you?
I don't know.
I don't
Hit
know.
us up. People who make your.
Anyone who makes BattleBots in chat?
Yeah. Twitch chat, you guys make some bots? We'll open it up.
They haven't taken Roche yet. Why aren't they just doing it?
Maybe they're baiting out that they're at Roche.
Oh, Rio.
It's BKB.
I mean,
he has to use it immediately, yeah.
Okay, they've got the lasso onto Tavo. Rio standing his ground with the BKB. He's able to get the Requiem off. Z-Freak is that they've lost 2 here. Tavo as well, also in trouble. They've got the vision.
Oh,
Miracle's trying to come in on the back
They
lines.
lost the vision. Now they got it.
The Invis is worn out. Tavo will be able to push him back with the spear. Ike's Mike's just going to town with that onto Miracle. They do manage to turn around, take 3. Miracle TP's out. I mean, it does end 3 for 3, but that was a little messy from Cole. I mean, Tavo jumps in, totally misses the spear and any opportunity to pin down the SF before he uses some BKBs. I mean, they are fortunate, if anything, Cole, that it does still end up a straight 3 for 3 there.
Lynch just gets happier and happier, though. He got the Meld Dispels talent versus Bat Rider. Feels so good.
And Earth Spirit.
Yep.
And Crystal
Just everyone, yeah. This game is like the perfect Meld Dispels game.
How does it work versus Earth Spirit? Oh, for the Magnetize?
The Magnetize, yeah.
I was like, silence? What?
How do I use this? Help me. He has a full Daedalus. Yeah, Limp might just carry it.
Yep.
Limp's actually just going to kind of solo carry this game, I think, now.
Limp TA has always been one of the greats.
Yep.
One of his best.
Nice and simple.
I always thought that talent was like super broken, but like
no one ever took it.
Yeah, it's like it has to be broken in a specific game. But like I've seen TAs against like Warlocks and stuff that didn't take it, and I was really confused. I was like, if you get Fatal Bonded, you can just mill.
Those the old Battle Trance dispels with the old Battle Trance, your entire team global dispel.
Oh yeah, good times, good times.
No one ever took it though, because it was another one where it's like unless it was the perfect game for it, it was pretty useless.
Oh, Mike. Please help me, team. No.
The Mike bait.
Oh, nice. Carapace.
The bait upon the bait. And now they're in the arena. In fact, the 3 of them are here. They have managed to hold and kill off the AA Limp. Not bad by the flame break. Leo's trying to charge in. Won't be able to get himself on top of a target for now. They're backing off with the Moonlight Shadow. And that should be enough to get the rest of Cole out of that.
This is where that Mirana Invis is so annoying.
Ooh, get played. They're still going, though.
They are. They've got Dust down to Tavo. Tavo's able to turn and get the pin off. Limps in with the damage. Has her Spirit out.
Mike's dead, too. Let him die.
He's fine.
I don't think he's fine, Brian.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait. Wait. All right, he's dead.
That was closer than you would have thought.
It was. I'll give you that. Yeah, it was. It was a good shot.
Mandy had to use his God Strength and BKB at the beginning of that fight to kill the AA, and then the Mirana came in half HP, so if someone else was with that Sven, they might have just been able to like clear up a Mirana and an AA, but now they're just going to lose their base.
Rio just jumped on there by Limp and will force out the double support buyback from Beast Coast.
Dude, no Daedalus hits there, else he might have actually just killed him.
Tavo tries to blink in, get the spear back, won't find the target. Now they'll try and turn towards him. Miracle jumps in, looks towards Ike's Mike. That's a dieback. Ike's Mike down for 70. They're onto the Rax Cole. They're taking the melee away. BKB forced out and Brax. As Complexity will be able to clean up the bottom set of Rax. Now to 15k lead. This game really is looking to be in very comfortable territory for Cole. Yeah. As Beast Coast, I mean, they had some good stuff. You know, we saw this great lane from Rio's SF, but they just weren't able to do anything with it at all, really.
Yeah, SF, the other day they said they were vetoing the mag picks, and I think they're going to veto the SF picks.
I'm okay with that.
Like, this hero just seems so bad.
Oh, whips the arrow.
Rax has got a grab.
Oh my goodness, he destroyed Limp with that Daedalus.
Can they do it again?
They don't have the detection.
See if we still. There
we go. There's the dust out.
God,
They'll see him now.
He's still living.
But Limp's indeed going to come and help out the Tavo. Arena does trap out Sven, and that's Leo dead without buyback. He does not have the gold. And with no Sven for 75 seconds, the rest of the base is going to be in shambles. Cole have got everyone alive. Dota Plus was right all along, as this seems to be a pretty easy close-up for Cole in game 1.
Kips was 100% right. It was the detection all game. All 4 Moonlight Shadows are perfect. The traps, as BSJ said, everywhere. They actually never took control of the map once, I don't think. Bye, Brax. Bye, everyone. Miracle, he is owning now.
And there we have it.
Who's going to get the last kill?
Is over.
It's going to be TA. Yeah, I called it.
Well, there we go. I mean, this is the Cole you expect to see, right? We haven't seen it in a while. We didn't see it in the qualifiers.
Well, I didn't expect to see it now, but I'm glad to see it,
You know, Cole's like, we're just sandbagging, guys.
Okay.
Stage,
waiting for the playoffs.
matter.
Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And they play a timing draft near perfect, honestly. They did everything correctly. They take the first Roche, you get your first set of Rex. They did a little bit of a throw at that middle tier 2. Not really. They only lost 2 heroes. Then they just get second Roche, and the game's over.
Yeah,
as simple as that.
100% Beast Coast, like, talking amongst themselves. Guys, we played like hot garbage that game. Let's just come back for the next game and know, like, not worry about our draft, not think about anything else. Like, I straight up think this is like the worst game I've ever seen Beast Coast play.
It was up there. It was not pretty.
I was just like, what are they doing? Like pushing tier 1 with a Sven. He's died like 3 times in the first 15 minutes of the game, and then like SF, like doesn't feel like a good hero at all. And like you know, you guys already presented the good things that Cole did, so I'm just kind of being the opposite side of the equation. I'm not trying to take anything away from Cole there.
No, it's definitely so on both sides. Beast Coast one of the worst games to play. I think Cole, this is one of the best games we've seen from them in quite a while. You know, standout performances as a whole. You know, sure there were some missed spells here and there, but especially on the cores, you know, Miracle and Limp.
Yeah.
The TA Mirana, not something that you could really expect to see any other team do. Sort of their 2 cores, and Cole really made it work here.
They do.
They clearly have not played against TA in a long time, though. Sometimes that happens, though, when a hero isn't really in meta right now. Like, they didn't deal with the traps well.
Yo, Brian, you hit it again, dog. I think it's when you didn't even move it down,
you gotta go down. Your voice comes out your mouth, not your nose.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
well, you just want to pull it back here. This does, like, the vertical. You're pulling here, and you can, like, push it in and stuff.
Oh, my God. I mean, okay. My bad.
Yo, it's all good, BSJ. I'm like an audio wizard, as they say. So I got you. No, I agree. Dude, Beast Coast, this was like the best 5 minutes I've seen him play early, though, which is weird. Because, right, we talk about, like, they're very good at team light. And then Roya dumpstered middle, honestly. And then their bottom lane wasn't going bad. Brax died once, but he still got his bots fine. And then it just all crumbled from there, which is weird. That's like the opposite of Beast Coast. They usually crumble early game and succeed late.
Yeah.
So let's go back to
losing
lanes,
that's the
winning
problem
games.
Here,
yeah.
Yes.
Lose lane, win games. That's what you do. Man. I'm with BSJ, though. Just if you're Beast Coast, pretend that game didn't happen. Like, well, pretend it happened in the fact you're not going to pick SF anymore.
Yeah.
But besides that, ignore it all. No SF, no 3 mag. I'm okay if they do like a Moose mag, honestly. I don't care, but no off-lane mag. Whew.
Oh,
well.
Mirana keeps winning, you know?
Yeah.
It's a funny day for Dota 2.
Yeah, it is indeed. And we'll see if the laughter continues, as we are going to have more Dota action.
Really?
Well,
How much?
Well, seeing as it's a best of 3, maybe 1 game, maybe 2 games.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll have to see how the second game goes.
Okay.
As it stands, Complexity will take game 1 of this best of 3. We'll see you back after the break for game 2 of Cole versus Beast Coast.